He served during World War II, and he served on an escort ship in the United States Navy that escorted U.S. destroyers. His particular ship was an escort supply ship, and they were escorting ammunition to resupply the destroyers during the needed times. His father was a United States Army decorated war veteran in World War I. My grandfather's parents immigrated from Italy, where they established themselves in Vermont, and they had a long history of community service and serving their country, and it was more or less born and bred in him. In fact, my father at the age of 17 quit high school to join the Navy so that he could support his country, who was at war with Germany and Japan at the time. So his patriotism and his love of country is probably what led him to want to enlist and serve his country, and he served it quite admirably. He served initially during World War II with the Navy from 1942 to 1945. When the war was over, he got out and served in the Vermont Army National Guard for the next 44 years. While in the Navy, he was, like I said, he was on an escort ship. His primary responsibility was a pom-pom gunner, and his other duties included regular maintenance of the ship. They were all taught to become a firefighter in case there was a fire on ship. They were taught multiple duties and responsibilities in the event there were injuries or death in battle. Somebody had to take over for the next person. All of my memories with his service are very good, because it was wonderful being taught what service to community is, because when you make that priority and you make the commitment of sacrificing everything to serve your country, and even your family sacrifices, those things are, to me, above and beyond what is asked of anybody. And for people who want to serve our country to preserve our freedom, I don't think that there's anything more noble than that. I'm proud of that he chose to quit high school to serve his country. I'm also proud to say that at the age of 64, just before he retired, he completed his GED education, and he got his GED equivalency, which was a very proud moment for him and our family in particular. So, yeah, all of those things add up. Just to name a couple of them, I could sit here and name many of them, but I'm proud of those things, of his service, because he was selfless, and he put his country before all things. I can speak proudly being a veteran myself and know the sacrifices it takes. That's something that we're willing to give up. It's not as easy for our families or people who really don't know the whole background behind it, for them to understand. But to ask them to support us, to do those kinds of things, kind of, I think, empower the rest of us to want to strive to become those type of citizen soldiers. It's really important that we take care of our veterans. From health care to housing to employment, all of their basic needs. They made a huge sacrifice. Some paid the ultimate.